All right. Hey, Steve.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys doing?
We're doing really good. Cool.
Do you
want to go ahead and introduce yourself really quick?
Yeah, sure. My name is Steve Lang, and I work with Direct Relief. I am the senior manager of web development, but I am also the person who helped launch our charitable gaming program back in 2016. And I have been involved in our program since.
Awesome. So we just want to talk a bit about this specific fundraiser we're doing and what Direct Relief is doing. So as we've been saying to everyone, we're doing this for the coronavirus pandemic response effort that you guys are holding. And we're wondering if you could just shed some light on a couple things. First and foremost being like, where exactly is this money going within Direct Relief? Because I know this is a bit different than normal operation.
Well, it's not different from normal operation in the sense of all the money that we receive, 100% of the money that we receive for the COVID-19 response will be dedicated to those activities, which is what we always do. Whenever we are responding to an emergency, when people donate to support us, 100% of those funds go exclusively to that response. Any of our overhead for things like my salary or any of our non-programmatic efforts are paid out of a separate foundation fund. And the reason that foundation was set up, which was made possible through a generous bequest from a donor, the reason that's done that way is so that 100% of the money that we receive for the responses goes to that. What is different about coronavirus, though, and this is a really important point, is that, unlike, the Australian wildfires, for example, which we responded to in January of this year, or some of the other types of natural disasters or events like that, this is a global pandemic. This is truly affecting every part of the world now. And this is unlike anything Direct Relief has ever had to face in its history of over 70 years now of our emergency response and disaster relief efforts. So this is unlike anything any of us have faced in our lifetimes, and that does set it apart. But in terms of what we're doing or how we're managing the money that comes in through donations, it's being held in it's being processed in exactly the same way. This is literally what we do on a day-to-day basis. So there's no difference in that regard.
That's really great, because I know some people are. Like you said, it's just such an unprecedented thing that it's good for many people to know that everything is being handled to that same standard that you guys are very well known for.
Yeah, and if I can just jump in, for folks who don't know much about Direct Relief, I'm sure for people who have been following Calithon for a while, that you've heard us before, because of course last year we had that great event at Direct Relief HQ where we had all the wonderful people from Calithon there, and that was so great for us to get to meet all of the broadcasters and interact with people on stream, and it was super, super cool. But for those who don't know, Direct Relief, we work in all 50 U.S. states, Puerto Rico, Guam, and all the territories of whatnot. But we also work in over 90 countries worldwide. And our model is that we provide medicine and medical supplies to free clinics and healthcare centers that provide medical services free of charge to poor and underserved communities. So we are really that filling in the gap that often occurs between what someone's private insurance, if they're lucky enough to have private insurance, what state and federal insurance can provide, and we're there to try to help look out for those folks who either don't have enough insurance, don't have insurance at all, or live in a place where there just isn't a good healthcare infrastructure outside of these clinics. And these clinics themselves are often nonprofits, so they are providing their services free of charge or at very low cost to their communities, and we are there to provide them with what they ask for to do their job. So we work with the doctors, nurses, and pharmacists who request from us medications, medical supplies. Like in the case of COVID-19, the requests have primarily been for personal protective equipment, or PPE. These are like the N95 masks, the gloves, gowns, and related supplies that the healthcare providers need to keep themselves safe and make sure they don't themselves become vectors of the disease. So that's what Direct Relief does in a nutshell, and that is how we've been responding here. So we have, just in the past week, completed over 1,000 deliveries of PPE supplies to healthcare providers. We have delivered to all 49 U.S. states, and we're working on the 50th. That will happen this week. We have delivered now to 32 countries, and you can look on our website. I know you guys have probably been sharing the link to that, but we have provided quite a lot, over 1 million masks, over 2.5 million gloves, and quite a lot of other supplies. So we're really trying to fill in that gap there, because this is a tremendously huge challenge, and we're doing everything that we can to try to help those most in need.
That's really fantastic. Thank you so much for explaining that to everyone, because I'm sure there are a lot of people tuning in who might not know all the details on that, but that's really great for everybody to learn about. We had a quick question from someone in the chat. They were asking if there's anything else that anyone can do to help aside from donating.
Yeah, PK Lucas, I see your comment there. And really, donations are important. They're very helpful. But beyond hopefully staying home and socially distancing, washing your hands, taking all of the precautions that have been put out in the media by governments, by agencies like the CDC and so forth, you can really help spread the word and raise further awareness of these various efforts. Like Calithon, for example, you could be on your social media channels blasting that out, getting people to come in and view. You can be spreading the word about other broadcasters you may know who are doing their own charity streams to support COVID-19 response efforts. So like always, there are many things that can be done that don't cost any money at all, but help raise the awareness. And if it's okay, I'd love to just tell a little very brief anecdote.
Yeah, absolutely.
4 years ago that we launched the gaming program at Direct Relief. And at that time, when we went to TwitchCon the first time, there were relatively few people in the gaming community who had heard of Direct Relief. And now, 4 years later, it's incredible. Like, you guys, we are so blown away. I mean, we are so appreciative of groups like Calithon or Zeldathon that are these very grassroots types of operations that are really like gamers themselves taking direct action to try to make a difference in the world. But in the past couple of years, we've seen that grassroots effort trickle up. And now we have groups like Team Liquid and others that are fundraising for Direct Relief, things that we just didn't even ever expect to be on the radar screen of. And that has been so transformative. And it is because of folks like those in chat right now that go to these streams like Calithon, check them out, support them, spread the word, that we are able to get this higher profile and visibility in the gaming world. It's because of you folks. It's not because of we do our job. We hope that people will take notice of it, but it's because of folks like those in chat right now that we are getting this increased visibility. And it's really, really an amazing thing. And from Thomas Teig, our president and CEO, all the way down to people like me, we are so grateful at Direct Relief. And gaming has a very high profile at the office. It's something we're very appreciative of. We were very happy to host Calithon last year. We love gamers, and I'm a gamer myself. I even do a little broadcasting from now and then. So it's just something that we really, really appreciate and enjoy about the gaming community. And we feel that we have a very natural affinity with this group. So thank you guys very much.
Yeah, absolutely. And I personally want to thank you guys at Direct Relief for being so open to work with small events like ours. Like from 4 years ago when we started working with you guys, it was I think from the moment we reached out to say, hey, we want to raise money for Direct Relief, to the moment where I got a email saying, hey, everything is set, good to go. It was like maybe 25 minutes. From that first contact to actually being formally established to work together at this.
Yeah, we try to work very quickly. We're a very small and lean operation. We have just over 100 staff, and yet we are often delivering very significant quantities of supplies and medical assistance. And it's because everyone at Direct Relief is really grateful for the opportunity to be there. we are all very energized and pumped to get to do the work that we do. And we try not to let any opportunity go begging if we can avoid it.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's been fantastic doing these events for y'all, and we're extremely grateful for the support that we've gotten. And I'm really glad that everybody else is just as thankful in the chat.
Yeah, no, it's wonderful to see. We're really grateful. And if there are any other questions, I'm happy to address them as best as I can. Maybe if it's okay, we're working with these community healthcare partners, so like federally qualified health centers and free clinics. Mm-hmm. And these institutions are serving, poor and underserved populations that if those institutions didn't exist, if these free clinics and these federally qualified health centers didn't exist, the burden that would be placed on larger hospitals, the for-profit hospitals, would become even more overwhelming. And so really, that is why we feel it's so important that we're doing the work that we do, because when it comes to bidding on things like gloves and masks and stuff, these groups that we work with, these partners, they're not going to outbid a big hospital, and they're not going to outbid a state or federal government, to get these supplies. They really do rely on groups like Direct Relief to fill that gap. And that's why it's just so vitally important, because if they fail, everything will fail. So we're doing literally everything we can. We're working 7 days a week. We're shipping nonstop. And we are trying everything we know of to get these supplies in. We're paying, once upon a time, these masks cost like 40 or 50 cents a piece. Now we're having to pay, 10 times that to get them in. But we're paying it because that is vital in this moment. And we've got to take these things on as they come to us, not as we would like them to be. So. Right. We're very, very grateful for the support of folks like Calithon, your continued support year over year. It really means a lot. And I just want everyone to know, whether you donate $1, $100, $1,000, or just spread the word on social media, you are contributing to making this difference, this very important difference. And we at Direct Relief appreciate it. And we are very much feeling like you have placed your trust in us, and we owe you an obligation to do our absolute level best to deliver on your expectations.
I don't think, personally, I can't thank you enough for that sort of mutual respect in that regard, I guess, to say it that way. And I know everybody else is just as grateful, and it's been an absolute honor to work with you guys.
Great. Well, I've been tuning in throughout the day, and since you guys launched, and I love this event. I get to see things that I haven't, just to experience these just incredible performances, and in games that I may have not even heard of, but it's so amazing. Like last year, for example, the Metroid run. I'm a huge fan of the original NES Metroid, so getting to see that in person was just so entertaining for me, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I think you guys do a great event. It's really fun. I love the California focus. Direct Relief was founded in Santa Barbara, California, and we've always been here. And it's such a natural affinity for us, and we're just so grateful for the support and the enthusiasm and just the great event that you guys put on. So thank you. And to everyone watching, you're doing a great job in supporting these folks that are under very difficult circumstances, still delivering a super fun event. And it's really cool. I'm super stoked to see it, and everyone at Direct Relief really appreciates it.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join us. We'll let you go.
Great.
It's been fantastic talking to you again. Hope you're well.
Yes, thank you, Jeff. And everyone, take care, be well, and thank you again for all of your support. It really means a lot to us.
All right. Then you are good to go. Thank you so much. And then we'll throw it back over. Oh, I'm actually up on the host now. So what do we have coming up? Coming up, we've got Mario 3, and then Super Mario World, and then Mario 64 with the dance pad incentive. I don't know if y'all know what's going on with that one, but that is going to be something very exciting. that is going to be Super Mario 64 played on a 2-player DDR dance pad, and you guys are not gonna want to miss that. We've still got how much to raise for that incentive? We've got about $500 left to raise for that. So let's get those donations in. Let's keep the word spreading. Let's keep spreading the word online, and let's keep it going. Let's see if we got any donations in while we were chatting it up. None yet, but we are still cooking along. Let's take a look at the bid wars going on right now. Coming up tomorrow, we've got a few big bid wars. We've got the Skyrim marriage bid war. So this is for the partner that ends up getting married to. There are 4 choices. There is Ayla, a Nord female, Tari, a High Elf female, Lydia, Nord female, and Marcutio, an Imperial male. Currently, none of those have any money towards them except for Tari. So if you want to tip the scales in that regard for your favorite waifu and or husbando, as it were, go ahead and get those in. We've also got the Mega Man 11 soundtrack, which is the original versus instrumental. Instrumental is currently in the lead with just $5, so you could tip that off really easily. And then coming up later on tomorrow night, the all-time classic Super Metroid Save the Animals versus Kill the Animals. Kill is still in a pretty commanding lead with $800.12, but Save is catching up. It's nipping at its heels, relatively speaking. It's at $502.53, which has been helped to close that gap by about 100 in the last hour or so. But we've still got some more time to get there. Come on, folks. I know it's faster to kill the animals. It's some kind of speed run or something. But it's more important that we focus on the canon of the Metroid universe, wherein the animals have to be alive because of the ending of Metroid Fusion. I don't make things up. I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you, if you kill them, Metroid Fusion doesn't happen. And that was a good game, and I want it to keep existing. So, let's not mess with that. Anyways, are we ready on Mario 3? I'll be right back, folks. We're just waiting to get set up on the Mario block. Looks like we just got a donation in. We got a few donations in. We got $20 from Swordsman Kirby, and we got $10 from Verifedge. And it looks like the $10 went towards saving the animals, and the 20 went towards. He picked all and A. $10 went towards saving the animals, and I can tell you in just a moment where the other one went. The other one, and they both put it towards the Super Mario 64 dance pad, which is now sitting at around 249 out of 750. We are at just pennies away from $500 left. So we've got 3 hours and 11 minutes to get those donations in. Come on, guys, you do not want to miss that. It is essential to that run being as entertaining as it is. So definitely make sure that we get those donations rolling in for that one. And if you can't donate, that's okay. Just feel free to go on Twitter, go on Facebook, Instagram, whatever is your social media channel of choice, and tweet about the marathon, post about it, use the hashtag, this one I'm putting in chat right now, use that hashtag there. I'll put it a bunch of times. Use that to post about the marathon, post a link to it, because even if you can't donate, the more visibility that we get means a higher chance that somebody who could donate could hop on in and feel that spirit moving within them, as it says. And the more people we get watching, the more chances there are for someone to come in and really help out. So, as I said, coming up tonight, we've got not just the Mario block. We've got a few things after that. We've got Mario 3 100% Run by the Haxer. We've got Super Mario World 96 Exit by Truman. We've got Super Mario 64 Run by Peking Boo. Again, that's going to be the dance pad one. He's going to be doing 70 star. Then, later on in the night, we've got Rooslugs playing Legend of Zelda for the NES, doing 100% first quest with crowd control. That's going to be entertaining. Make sure you guys have bits ready for that one. And then after that, closing out the night is going to be the Spyro Reignited Trilogy by Zik3. And I believe we are just about ready to go. So, let me do one last check for donations. And we do have a couple donations. One from Anonymous for $20 that says, I like do the cha-cha. And one from Cola Break